so I'm just going to go in with the Vaseline. So I'm just going to apply that to my lips because I like to have a nice moisturised lip before I start my makeup, even though they'll get like foundation lips later. Then I'm going in with the Insta Glow Primer by Miss Sporty. I'm just going to apply that all over my face and use it as a primer for a nice smooth base for makeup to go onto. I've already moisturised with the Simple Moisturiser, but I just put that on top anyway. So hopefully the makeup will last longer and stay on, and it has a nice base to apply to. So I'm just rubbing that in there. Took me a long time to rub it in. And then I'm going to go in with this Real Techniques, like it's a small eye brush I think, but it's in the actual face palette, and then the Sleek Contour Kit. I'm just going to use the lighter shade, which you can see me pointing to there. I'm just going to use that on my eyes to cancel out all the veins and make it a nice white base for it to work on. So I'm just applying that. It's like a concealer really on my eyes, but it's the lightest shade out of that palette. I'll link all the products in the description. Can't speak. So I'm just applying that to my eyes. And then I'm going in with like a mini beauty blender just to blend it all out because that brush wasn't doing like what I wanted it to do, so I just went in with the mini beauty blender. So I'm just going to show you what my eyes look like after I've done that step. And then I'm going in with the Violet Voss palette. I think it's the Holy Grail one. So there you go, there's me opening it and showing you all the colours and getting excited about it. And then I go in with the first shade, which is Crystal. And this shade was like really shimmery, so I changed it for another like a matte shade because I didn't realise how shimmery it was. You'll see, so I didn't really like it. Well, I do like it, but I wanted it just to be a matte base, so I just ended up changing the colour and putting a different colour on top. But I'll tell you what that colour is in a minute when I show you it on the screen. So I'm just applying that Crystal shade. It was a really nice light shade actually, which was really shimmery. And then I'm going to use, I think it's called Thoughts or Latte, and then use a Bare Minerals brush to apply it. You can see that this shade is a lot matter. There we go, I'm just applying that to my eyelid, all over, making it all nice and matte. And I keep doing this for a long time. Then I move on to the other eye and do exactly the same thing. And I'm just showing you the base, smiling away. So after that, I go in with the shade Toffee. This is a really nice like gold warm shade. It's nice for fall and like winter because it's one of those nice like browns, and the name Toffee does basically describe it at the same time. So I'm just applying that all over my lid, using like patting motions just to get as much colour out of it as I can. It is quite a pigmented eyeshadow to be fair, and all the eyeshadows in this Violet Voss palette are really nice. Then I just move on to the other eye and apply that. So I just keep going in and adding more and more to try and get as much colour out of it, and like as full as I want it. And then I'm just making sure that it's all evenly spread all over the lid. So you can see it's a really nice goldy shade, like a burnt gold shade, I'd say. Showing you my eyes and seeing what it looks like. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Hashtag. It's like a lovely burnt, like a matte orange. It's nice. It just like really complements the shade of the toffee. So I'm just blending that into the crease. Just blending away. And then I just keep tapping off the excess of the off the brush. Now just moving on to the other eye and doing exactly the same thing and blending it all into the crease. It's creating like a warm eye of oranges. Just keep adding more and more to build up the colour. And I think I'm eventually happy with how it's worked out after all that blending and adding all different colours. But I'm still blending. I think I've nearly finished. And then I'm just going to go with Urban Decay. It's a heavy metal glitter in the shade Midnight Cowboy. And these are really good, like they're not too clumpy and they're not too hard to remove either. But it comes on like a really nice thin stick, so you can use it as like an eyeliner. I think it is supposed to be an eyeliner really. But I use it like on the inner part of my lid. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use that and apply it, and I let it dry and then apply like two coats really, just to make sure it looks all spreadly even out. So I'm just applying that now. It's a really nice gold shade. And it's perfect for Christmas. Like, it's easy to use. You don't even need to be good at makeup to use it. You just like apply it really easily with that little thin brush on there, and it works really well. Just letting it dry. So I'm just applying it to the other eye, doing the same method. I just literally wipe it on. No, that's not the word. Apply it on. What is wrong with me today? Then you can see that I've got like a nice orange and like gold eye look going on here. So I'm just giving it a few seconds to dry a little bit. It doesn't take too long to dry actually, it's quite good like that. Then I'm just applying it where I think it needs it and where it's got a bit patchy in spaces, as you can see here.
Here we go.
And I'm just doing exactly the same to the other eye. Then I'm just going to let that dry for a bit before I apply some mascara and foundation. I did my foundation for after this in this video. Sometimes I would do mascara and then lashes, but I left that till last, I think. And then I go in with the shade, is it Ploof or Poof? And I just apply it to my inner corners, just making sure that they're nice and highlighted and they stand out. You can see that. It's a nice like whitey iridescent shade, which is nice. So I'm just applying that to each inner corner of each eye. Now I think I'm happy with my eyes and all the glitter's dried, and you can see that they look really like glamoury and glittery, which is quite a nice look. So I'm just letting you embrace my eyes at the minute. And then I'm just going to go with one more coat actually of the Midnight Cowboy by Urban Decay. It is really good. I'm sure last Christmas it was quite very like popular because it is such an easy glitter to apply, and it's not messy either, because sometimes some glitters just you open and they go everywhere, like sometimes the NYX ones, but they are really good at the same time. But that is just, if you're in a rush, you can use this Midnight Cowboy and glitter won't get anywhere, and but on your eyes, and it'll just look good, and it'll look like you spent ages on this look, but you really haven't. Like, it's just a quick easy glitter with no mess. Because I know that my mum's always telling me off when I get glitter everywhere. She goes crazy. So this is nice and easy and compact, so you're not getting mess everywhere, but it still looks good at the same time. Then I'm going to go in with the Estee Lauder Doublewear Foundation. This is really good if you want a full coverage foundation, because it really is full coverage. It's sometimes hard to remove, but it is really good and very full coverage if you want to look really full on. So I'm just applying that to my hand, and then I'm going to use a foundation brush to apply it today. Got an itch on my shoulder. And then I'm going to go in with the Fit Me, and I'm just going to mix them together just to give it a bit lighter, because that one was my summer foundation. Or like when I usually wear fake tan, sometimes I'll use that foundation, but I just thought I wanted to use it because I like the coverage of it. So I'm just mixing those two foundations together to create like a lighter one. Then I'm just using this Lancome foundation brush. I'm just going to apply this foundation to my face. I find that when you use a foundation brush, it also gives like a fuller coverage, which is quite good as well, but you can definitely see the difference in shade of my face and the foundation still. But I still do like to look quite orange, not orange, but like a darker shade at least than my actual skin tone or colour. So there I'm just blending that everywhere, over the forehead, underneath the eyes, down my nose. And obviously you can see that that looks really dewy, so it's definitely going to need to be set with a powder. But I'm just going to finish blending this in, making sure that it's all blended, getting in all the nooks and crannies. Just keep using brush stroke motions all the way down the neck. Look at the difference. Got a bit of a slag line going on there, but you know, I'm going to sort that out. I'm just going to blend that down the neck. So just keep blending away down the neck, and then on my chin. I'm just making sure that I get all the areas which need it, making sure that everything's got foundation on. Then it looks to me like it's all blended. Then I'm just adding a bit more to the chin. And then I'm going to go in with the RCMA powder again, just like do a really quick bake. And put that on my chin, underneath my eyes, around my T-zone. Just making sure that everywhere's nice and matte and set in place on my face. And then I'm just going to put a bit more underneath the eye. And then put some more underneath the other eye because it doesn't look like it has as much on it. And then I'm just going to go with the Kiko Bronzer. I'll link this in the description because I can't remember the shade or anything. And I got it on holiday when I went to Spain as well. So hopefully they will do it in this country. I'm sure they do. Then I'm just going to go in and bronze up my cheeks doing like a kind of contour action with the Real Techniques Face Expert brush, I think it is. Then I'm just going to blend that up like my cheekbones, trying to create like a cheekbone and a jawline. Just keep adding a bit more bronzer just to bronze up my face and try and draw on definition. And then I'm going to use this NARS contour brush. As you can see, I'm getting excited about the contouring. And I'm going to use the Rimmel, it's like a 3-in-1 contour kit thing, I'll link it in the description. And I'm going to use obviously the contour shade and just contour my cheekbones to add a bit of definition. It looks really like dark in there, but I do definitely blend it out and it doesn't look like that. You can see me being like, ah, because it's so dark. But yeah, it does definitely blend out well. And I'm just going to put a bit on my forehead and use the same Real Techniques Face Expert brush to blend it in. So I'm just going to blend away at my cheeks now. So then I just keep blending up and down my cheeks. And then I finally finished. I'm just showing you my eyes. And I've just brushed off the bake as well. Then I'm going to go in with the OFRA highlighter in the shade Blissful. This is one of my faves at the minute. It's so good. So I'm just going to apply that with a brush on the tops of my cheekbones. And just really put quite a lot on, really. Then I'm just going to go down the bridge of my nose to apply a bit of definition. And I'm just showing you a side angle of my highlight. And then I'm going to go on the Cupid's bow. Excuse my really bad foundation lips as well, by the way. I will sort that out in a bit. So there we go. I'm just letting you appreciate the highlight and letting you have a look at the glow. And then I'm just going to go in with the Rimmel Brow this way and do my eyebrows to frame my face. Then I'm just going to go in with the NYX Tame, Tame frame. It's like a brow pomade. It's a bit like the Anastasia brow pomade, really. So I'm going to brush through my eyes with a spoolie. Then I'm just going to apply that to my eyebrows with an angled brush. Just using brush strokes. Trying to create an arch. And then I just fill in the front of my brows a bit lighter. I'm just going in again, doing brush strokes, trying to create a brow. Then I'm going in for the other brow, and I'm just going to do exactly the same as I did to the other one. Then I'm just going to do the front of the brow and brush upwards instead of like to the side to create the brow at the front. And then I'm just going to go further down the brow and create the arch in the end bit. And then I'm going back to the front and just brushing up lightly, and then brushing across the top and down. And I'm just brushing up with little brush motions, creating a brow. Then I'm just putting a bit more product on the brush and just filling in the front of the brow again. Trying to make sure that it's not too harsh. And I'm just going back in again. I just keep brushing it. And then I'm going to use the On The Spot concealer by 17. It's a Boots own brand, I think. And I'm just going to use that to conceal underneath the eyebrows, even though it's supposed to be a spot concealer, but they all do really the same job, to be honest. But it is actually a good concealer to conceal my eyebrows with. Then I'm just going to apply that underneath the brows to get a nice straight line. You can see I'm brushing upwards and trying to create a nice straight line, carving out my brows. And there we go. Just keep brushing it out and blending all the concealer out now. Carving out our brows nicely. I'm just going back in again, carving them out at the front. Then using a mini beauty blender just to make sure that there's no harsh lines. And then I'm just going to go back in with my blender brush for my eyes. after this, and then firstly I'm going to put brow gel on now. Making the brows look less harsh because I'm brushing through them, spreading out all the colour evenly. I look very happy with that look. And then I'm just going to go in with the shade Poof again and highlight my brow bone with it because it's quite an iridescent colour. It doesn't look too in your face, but you can definitely see it. And then I'm just going to do the same for the other brow. And then I'm just going to go back in with the shade Hashtag just to tidy up any concealer which has ruined the blend of the colour. So I'm just going to blend that back out. I'm just blending away there. Smiling to you all. Then I'm just going to go in with the Big Eyes mascara from Maybelline and just do one coat of mascara before I apply my lashes. I'll apply my lashes off camera because it's just easier. So there we go, I'm just doing brush strokes through the lashes, trying to make my lashes look longer, which will never happen because they're like stumps. But anyway, that's what false lashes are for, eh? And then I'm going off camera to apply the red cherry lashes in Stevie. I bought a few of these eyelashes because they are really good, so I ordered some more the other week in the same number or shade. That doesn't really make sense, but in the same style even. So then I've just applied both of them. I'm just going to show you the after result, and you can actually see that I have lashes now. Just so I feel a lot better about it. It just finishes off the look. And then we're forgetting lipstick, so I'm going to apply some lipstick as well. But firstly, I'm just going to use some bottom lash mascara. Still using the Big Eyes one because there's like a big, there's a big end for like your normal lashes, and there's a little end for your lower lashes. So I'm just going to use that little end for my bottom lashes. It's quite good because it's a little dainty brush. So I'm just applying that to my bottom lashes, just trying to make them look a bit longer and stand out a bit more to like tie in with the look. Then I'm just going in again, doing some more brush strokes just to try and create a fuller bottom lash. And there you go, you can see that the eyes are a bit fuller now with the false lashes and the bottom lashes. So I'm just giving you a little look about what I've done there. And I'm saying, I forgot lipstick. Can't forget the lipstick, so I'm just going to put some lipstick on. This is the Jeffree Star one. It's in the shade Pumpkin Pie. It's really nice. It has gold specks of like glitter in it, so it ties in with the eyes, but you've got to look closely to see it. But the camera doesn't do this shade enough justice. I cannot speak today, honestly. I'm just going to apply that to my lips. It dries matte, but it is a really nice like texture as well, like, and how it goes on really nicely. So you can just see that this is an orangey shade and it ties in with the eyes. So there we go, I've applied my lipstick. It just finishes the look and makes everything tied together. Then there we go, that's the lipstick applied. I'm just going to give you a look of the look. Just show you off the makeup look and the finished piece. And then I'm gonna, just to finish off and set the makeup, I'm gonna go with the Mario Badescu facial spray. I think it's the rose water one. That's just gonna set all the makeup and make it look really nice on the skin. Just gonna let that dry. And then I've just taken my hair down, excuse it because it is wet, but I just wanted to show you what it looked like with my hair down. Just wanted to give you an overview of all the eyes and everything, so you can see what it looks like. And then this is the finished look, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you can continue to watch me and my makeup looks. This is orange fall makeup look with gold glittery eyes and an orange lip. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.